Hey y'all, so this is day 2 of us working on the building, and so far this morning we actually skipped the gym so we can get to work because I got a lash appointment, he got a haircut appointment, and so we just wanted to go ahead and get our day started. So there's actually like paint on the floor that we need to scrape up, and so we didn't want to have to sit there and literally,
so we got a machine in my car.
Okay, I'm getting to that. So we didn't want to be sitting there scraping paint up with our hands and on our knees because I don't like being on my knees. And so we got a machine. We got a machine that's in the back of the car that's going to scrape up that paint as best as it can. And so that way the floor...
not as best as it can. It's better gets that paint up.
And so, you know, that's going to get a lot of that paint off. And so that way, whenever we go back to paint it, it's going to be a lot easier. So that's what we have going for today. You know, I'm a Starbucks girl now. So we're at Starbucks right now. And he's a McDonald's cheap hoe. So, so we still have to go to McDonald's to get his coffee too. But... after that, we're gonna go and start working on the floor. We really need to stop and get a broom, get a drill. Just go ahead and buy a new drill and a vacuum too, so we can start by Harbor Freight and get that. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on day 2.
I'm excited.
So we'll see. So
She's
we'll
not excited
see.
To work, y'all.
I'm just irritated. I'm irritated with everybody. Can you please go? I'm just irritated with. It's like it seemed like everybody keep trying to fuck us over.
But that's okay. That's just like the people. Like I tell you all the time, like people that fuck us over, they gonna get what's coming for them, and we gonna be blessed times 2 because we didn't retaliate. We just kept pushing. It's gonna be bumps in the road, and all we gotta do is just keep pushing. Because if we give up and let it irritate us, then, you know, we're gonna want to quit.
I don't want to quit. It just pisses me off.
I know, but I don't need you pissed off while you're working because you're going to end up putting a hole in the floor.
But yeah, so that's what we have going for today. It's 8:58 in the morning. And so we're going to get to it. So we'll give you guys an update later on. Yeah. No.
What's this, man?
For welding.
Do I need one of those?
No, we didn't.
Do we need zip ties?
No.
To tie up the cords on the wall and see it?
No.
Huh?
No zip ties.
How you gonna do it?
I got some at the house. Okay, y'all, so we finally made it to the building. We stopped and got a few things. This is the machine that we're going to be using to get this ugly paint off the floor as best as we can. But before we get to work, he actually has a haircut appointment. I have a lash appointment, and so that's probably the last thing we need to be worried about right now. But Thanksgiving is coming, and I can't be bald-headed by the lashes, so gotta do what you gotta do. I didn't make you do nothing, but yeah. So after that, we actually only rented the floor machine for 1 day, and so we have 24 hours to return it. So we're probably gonna be up here till late. But other than that, like once we get the floor going and stuff, like we can start painting the walls. But we just don't want to, you know, paint the walls and then have all that dust flying everywhere. So that's where we're at right now. So yeah.
Why did you do that when you do it?
Oh no. Y'all, so life has been lifing. And so...
And you sitting there capping.
No, y'all. So, okay. So here's the update. So I'm trying to figure out what route I want to go as far as the floor, because like I thought that I wanted like all black floor, just paint the concrete, but we've figured that that's not going to be durable. So like I'm going to have to paint the floors over like in a year or so, and I don't want that. And like I know that if we do tile, like that's gonna be really expensive. If we do epoxy, that's gonna be really expensive. And so like we're just trying to explore.
So now this time you the cheapo, right?
I'm just trying to explore our options. And so we went to the paint store. They were like, you know, like your best route is to do epoxy, but that's gonna be about $10,000 at the least, y'all. And so of course, like we wanna just go the smart route, and so that's that. And so my dad is kind of, I think my dad is just kind of all over the place too, and so I feel like that's kind of what's stressing me out right now. It's kind of like, okay, like I feel like I don't feel productive because we haven't done nothing. Like we went and rented that machine, it didn't work. Like what's been working is us like literally scraping it with the little scraper things. And so I just feel unproductive, and so that's what's stressing me out. I feel like we're not getting anything done. Like yes, I know it's only day 2, and so we're really technically still like in the planning stage. Like we're just still trying to figure out like, okay, like what's next, what, you know, what's this, what's that, what's next, you know. And so I feel like that's what's stressing me out, because I'm just ready to get started. Like I want to see some paint on the wall, I want to see progress, and I'm not seeing any progress. And so I know that, you know, I have to be patient because it's only day 2, but I'm just still trying to process everything, because all I see is money signs. That's all I see is money signs for everything. And I know that, you know, doing this was not going to be cheap, but I'm just trying to make sure that I'm happy and we're all happy with the decisions that we make. And so that's kind of where we're at. As you guys can see, I had to even cancel my lash appointment for today because it's just too much going on. Like literally when I go get my lashes done and I'm stressing, like my eyes are literally like this the whole time. And she like for her, like my mind will be wandering, and like my eyelids will be like this, like I can't relax when I go get my lashes done. And I've been stressing, like if I got a lot on my mind, it's like I know I'm dead serious. And she'll be like, I didn't know you saw me. And she'll be like, are your eyes burning? And I'm just like, no, I'm fine. And I have to like literally calm down, because if not, my eyelids are like going like crazy. I'm not capping. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. We've already been to Sherwin. I need something. At this point, I need my anxiety medication, and because I'm stressing, and I'm trying not to, but I just... You want to go to the... Okay, ski. Whose?
Yours. Yeah.
No, not over here. Over here. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at.
Tell him, can you come over here and cut this right quick?
Pay him. I'm sure if you pay him, he'll come. But... that's kind of where we're at, y'all. And so I feel like if I just concentrate, like I could start crying.
How the hell do you concentrate on crying?
Like if I make myself sad enough, like if I just stop and like start thinking about everything, like I'm gonna start crying. And I don't need nobody on my video telling my son, if it's to the point where you're crying, then that means you've made a bad decision. No,
that's not what it is.
No, that's not what it is. It just means I'm stressed, and the way that I show my emotions is through crying. When I get real irritated, like I start crying because I don't know how else to release. But I mean, it's really not bad. Like it's really not bad, but I think I'm just overreacting. And so it's like I want him to keep calm.
I am. I've been chilling. I've been trying to help keep you calm.
Yeah. And so I don't want you to stress. And I don't want myself to stress. But so yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Like I said, we haven't really gotten anything done other than just trying to plan everything out, trying to figure out what kind of paint, what flooring we're doing, and all that good stuff. So that's where we're at. Okay, y'all, so we're at Home Depot now, trying to figure out how much, well, we know how much wood we're getting. We just need to figure out which one we're getting. So, ¿cuáles? ¿50 de esas? So we need, ¿huh? ¿Qué es la diferencia? El precio.
Aquí ya. 2 por 4 por 5 por 4. Necesito usar mi herramienta.
Hours later in Home Depot. And this is everything that we got. How you feeling?
Feeling good. We finna go ahead and go to the building and finish up tonight.
Nice.
So we going to work out tonight?
Yeah.
So we need to get up at 5 p.m.
Okay. What we need to do is just go to sleep. Hey y'all, so we are finally back home, and so we're able to get all of the materials that we need to start working tomorrow. And so I wrote out a plan, and so day 3 will consist of us scraping the floors. As I mentioned this morning, we did go to a rental store and we rented like a machine to try to scrape the paint off the floor, but that definitely was a fail. So we ended up we're gonna have to go back to what we originally didn't want to do, which was scrape the floors on our own. But we did buy, what is it called? It's a solution basically that removes the paint.
They don't remove it, just like pick it up to
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but it basically just like makes the paint bubble up, and that way we can scrape it a lot easier. And then we're gonna start painting some of the rooms, and then my dad is gonna get started on the wall. And so maybe tomorrow I can kind of show you guys a visual of like what we're going for, or just kind of explain to you guys what we're trying to do so you guys can get a better understanding. But for right now, we are finally back home, and we're gonna be doing orders for my online store, and we're gonna call it a day, and then tomorrow will be day 3. So thank you guys so much for just going along with us during this journey. Definitely gonna be stressful but exciting. I think after today everything should just go by a lot smoother, I hope. I think today it was just kind of trying to figure out a plan, like, okay, so what do we need, and so that was
the
pretty
money spending part is always
frustrating.
stressful, but once you get past that, you put the money thing behind you, the money's already spent, and it's just working.
Yeah, and so I think today, like, all I seen was money signs, but it'll all be worth it. And yeah, so that was it for day 3, and so day 2, and so we will see you guys tomorrow for day 3.